God made man in his own image. He didn't make animals in his image as much as some of the most wonderful creatures are lions, tigers, elephant, whales, some wonderful creatures, the eagles of the sky. But man is made in the image of God. And it says then in Genesis 2:7 that he formed man from the dust of the earth and breathed into him the breath of life. Man has that, and he became a living soul. He has this earthly body, and then he has the breath of God from heaven. So he needs things from the earth, and he needs things from heaven also. He's a mixture. And animals are not. Animals need things from the earth, plenty of them. Give him his food, give him a good place of rest and general safety, and an animal is happy. But a person isn't. He also needs, like the animal, food. He needs clothes, he needs a place of shelter, but he needs things for his spirit. He needs things from heaven. And, the world is broken. The world is polluted. We have polluted rivers, polluted seas, dirty streets. We have broken roads. We have broken governments. We have corruption in business in so many places. Why? Because we are broken. We are polluted. We are corrupted. We are unclean. And out of the uncleanness of our heart, we are able to create unclean streets, unclean environments. And out of the crookedness of our heart, we have crooked relationships. We have crooked institutions. It's not all that way, but there's a lot of it, as we well know. And when God came into the world, he came to fix this world. When he made it, it was good. It was very good. But it has gone astray. And God has always designed to put it back in order. But he puts it back in order by fixing the inside, by fixing the heart, by fixing the uncleanness of the heart. If he can take the pollution out of our heart, and if he can straighten the crookedness of the heart, out of a heart that is straight and right will come rightness, and out of a heart that's clean will become cleanness. And this is what God came to do. So, when Jesus came into the world, it was not a good time. The king was corrupt. He loved luxury, pleasure. He was cruel. He was murderous. The main religious leaders of the day were hypocrites. They loved power. They colluded with the king to maintain their power. They loved money. They loved position. They loved the praise of men. And they were, as Jesus called them, play actors. They just were acting. On the inside, they were one thing. On the outside, they were another. They were hypocrites, religious hypocrites. And so Jesus says to them, you wash the outside of the cup, but the inside you don't wash. And they were happy with that. They were happy to continue play acting. They were happy with the externals. But there were some people who weren't. Not everybody was corrupt. There were some of these beautiful people, some of the priests like Zechariah, humble, loved God, simple people. With his wife Elizabeth, lived in the hill country, lived simple life before God, and were right before God. And Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, ordinary people, but they were not play actors. They were aware that I am not right. There's something not right with me, and I'm not going to play a game. And they knew they need something from heaven. They knew that the things of the earth alone. I'm not an animal. I am made in the image of God. I am made of the dust of the earth, and the breath of God is in me. That's given me life. And that's got corrupted. That inner life has got corrupted. And when the wise men saw the star, they followed from far off. Is it 1,000 miles? Some say 2,000 miles. But they traveled far. A star, we can take it as a sign from heaven that Christ has come from heaven. That Christ has come, because nothing on the earth can cleanse us. Nothing on the earth can satisfy us. Nothing on the earth can straighten out the crookedness of our heart except one from heaven. And he came. And these men who knew life, who knew the world, who knew a lot of what went on, traveled a long way because they said, here is now one from heaven. Here is one who gave the breath of life to man in the beginning. He can cleanse the heart. He can give us a new spirit. He can restore and put cleanness in our heart and take the pollution out of our heart and make the crooked straight within us. And out of that straightness in our heart, new things. He's not going to conform us outwardly like the religious leaders did, put these heavy outward pressures on people, but instead this Jesus was going to change our heart, and out of that well would spring up, out of that cleanness would spring up clean things. Our words would change, they would be cleaner. Our actions would be changed, they would not be polluted like they were before, and our way would be straight and wouldn't be crooked because he has done it. So we thank God, a star from heaven, and that Jesus Christ came from heaven to the earth to minister to our spirit and to our body. So, amen. Amen.